The Cleanse is currently streaming on Hulu, and it stars Rusty Griswold from Christmas Vacation. I always love seeing this kid. Now he's not a kid, obviously, but Christmas Vacation, which I just recently watched for Christmas, of course. That scene where all the grandparents come into the house and they're talking to everyone back and forth, and that chick says she'll give him a quarter to rub her freaking heel. And his look on his face is some of the best acting I've ever seen. He's like a whole quarter, and the look he gets on his face of just pure, like, fear. I can't tell you how much I love. It's just like a 2-second moment, but for some reason it's always made me laugh hysterically, and I think it's like one of the most genuine faces of fear I've ever seen in a film. That all being said, this is a film about a man who's very depressed and lonely, and one night when he's asleep on his little shitty couch, he hears this commercial about this wellness program that's free, and you can come apply for this thing. So he comes to this place, this little dinky room, and there's a few people in there, and he applies for this cleanse retreat. And so he goes out to this, getaway cleanse retreat. And while he's there, he drinks the cleanse. Everyone's kind of odd. And Angelica Houston is in it, and Oliver Platt. And he drinks this cleanse, and when he ends up drinking all of it, he vomits it up in the sink. And while he's sleeping, all of the negativity and everything that he's cleansed out of his body is now in the pipes of the sink, and something is growing from his, whatever the hell he expelled, the evil within, whatever, whatnot. And, he goes to check on it later, and he can see something's growing in the pipes. This is much more like comedy than horror, but I don't want to make it seem like it's some comedy. It's not. It has a lot of dramatic elements as well. The horror is sparse, so I wouldn't really call this a horror movie, but there's some horror elements to it. The thing I want to say, there's a few things I definitely want to say, and the first is that this movie really had the potential of being great. It really had the potential of being something special. And it's not bad. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. But I really was disappointed because watching it, all the ideas that are here, the whole idea of, expelling all the negative energy and negative shit that's in your body and it creating this, like, monster is a great idea. It's not something I haven't seen before, but I do like it. And the way that it's approached here, I thought it was cool and unique. But it's just not explored. This film is way too short for its own good. It runs in at 71 minutes before the credits roll. 70 minutes, man. I'm sorry, that's just not long enough. This movie there's a reason that a lot of movies are 90 minutes. Those 3-act structure, 30 minutes apiece essentially. It's there for a reason, and this film needed that 20 minutes. There's things that could have been explored here, and in the end, I was like, oh, this is getting interesting. Like, oh, I wonder where this is going to end. And it just kind of ends. And when I'm looking at it, if it was like 120 minutes, 110 minutes, I would have been like, okay, they just felt like it was getting too short, so they wrapped it up really quick. When it ends in 70 minutes and you're thinking, well, this was left unexplored, and this could have been explored more, and this was really interesting, and why didn't this get explored more? It's frustrating because there's a really cool ass movie here. It could have been such a kick-ass movie that's still good. I still like the characters. I really like the characters, actually. But it just falls short because it's too short. It's kind of funny. Also, another thing I will praise this film for is its use of practicals and animatronics. Yes, there's some CGI enhancements and there's some CGI here and there, but a lot of it is practical. So the monsters in this, and let me tell you what, the monsters in this are adorable. The cutest fucking things you've seen in a movie in a while. Actually kind of reminded me, not looks wise so much, but just the way it's done and the noises and everything. It just kind of reminded me a little bit of Gremlins. So get some Gizmo vibes here. And eventually they're going to kind of turn into Gremlins, I suppose. But yeah, it had that feeling. The practicals on these things are excellent, man. I was like, wow, that thing is so cool. It's like moving its little hands and it's blinking its little eyes, and it's for that creature alone, it is worth checking out. At least fast forwarding to so you can see it. I'm not saying fast forward because I actually liked the movie, but those fucking little creatures are just adorable and incredible practicals. Just very impressive stuff. It's on Hulu. It's only 70 minutes, so you're not going to be wasting too much of your time, even if you hate it. But I dug it. I really liked the chemistry between certain characters. There's some good emotional moments, some good acting. It just feels rushed, and it could have been explored. So that's a shame, but it's not a bad watch. Let me know if you watch it. Let me know what you thought, and freaking, check out these cute little creatures. At least fucking Google it so you can see what they look like. They're so cute, but you got to see them moving. It really is impressive stuff. So, all right, guys.